If you want a woman to sleep with you, it doesn't start with flashy tricks, expensive dinners, or memorized lines from some dating guru. It begins with one thing you tell her and one thing you show her. Just one sentence that can melt her defenses, disarm her doubts, and awaken her desire. And that is, you're safe with me. Most men underestimate just how deeply women crave the feeling of safety. Not just physical safety, but emotional safety, mental safety, spiritual safety. Because a woman's body will not open until her heart feels secure. A woman's desire is tied to her trust. And that's why the one thing you must tell her, and truly mean, is that she is safe with you. When you say those words, when you whisper them with sincerity, something magical begins to happen. She starts to relax. Her shoulders drop. Her laughter comes more freely. She allows herself to lean in a little closer. She doesn't feel the need to keep her guard up anymore. She doesn't have to analyze every word you say, wondering if there's an ulterior motive hiding behind your smile. Instead, she begins to feel at peace in your presence. And that peace, that comfort, becomes the spark that ignites her attraction. But let's be real, words mean nothing if your actions don't match them. A woman can feel when your energy is off. She can sense when you're saying things just to get what you want, versus when you're saying them because you mean them from the deepest part of your chest. That's why "you're safe with me" cannot just be a line you throw out casually. It must be a reflection of who you are, of how you carry yourself, of how you treat her and others around you. When you embody safety, your presence alone becomes magnetic. You don't have to try too hard. You don't have to pretend. She feels it when you're near. She notices how you listen, not just waiting for your turn to talk, but truly absorbing her words. She notices how you respect her space, how you don't rush, how you're patient yet confident. And suddenly, her body starts to react in ways she might not even fully understand. Her pulse quickens when you brush past her. Her lips part slightly when your eyes linger on hers. She begins to imagine what it would feel like to give herself to you completely because she knows she'll be safe in your arms. Think about it. Attraction for a woman is not about how loudly you boast or how aggressively you chase. It's about how deeply you can make her feel seen, heard, and protected. When you tell her she's safe with you, you're not only calming her fears, you're awakening her sensuality. Because safety is sexy. A woman who feels safe is a woman who can be vulnerable. And vulnerability is the gateway to intimacy. Imagine this. You're sitting with her, maybe in a quiet cafe or even just walking under the night sky. She's talking about her day, her dreams, maybe even her struggles. Most men would jump in with solutions, with interruptions, with attempts to impress. But not you. You lean back, you look into her eyes, you listen with intention. You're not rushing the moment. And when she pauses, when she looks at you as if to measure whether you're truly present, you lean in just enough and you tell her, "You're safe with me." In that instant, everything shifts. The conversation is no longer just about words. It's about energy. She feels a warmth spreading through her chest. She feels her body relax in ways it hasn't in a long time. And suddenly, she begins to imagine what it would feel like to be alone with you, to let your hands explore her, to let herself be free without shame. Not because you pressured her, not because you begged, but because you made her feel safe enough to surrender. Safety is the sexiest thing you can offer a woman, because when she feels safe, her desire becomes unrestrained. She doesn't hold back. She doesn't hesitate. She doesn't second guess herself. She lets go fully and completely because she knows that with you, she will be cherished, not used. She knows she will be respected, not judged. And that is the kind of trust that leads her to your bed, not out of obligation, but out of pure, burning choice. But let me tell you this, you cannot fake it. You cannot use these words like some magic key to unlock her body. Women are far too intuitive for that. They will know if you are only pretending. They will know if you say, "You're safe with me," but your eyes wander, your actions contradict, your energy is inconsistent. If you want her to believe it, you must embody it. You must become a man who truly makes women feel safe. That means you respect her boundaries. If she says no, you honor it without hesitation. That means you communicate clearly. You don't play games. You don't keep her guessing about your intentions. That means you carry yourself with confidence, not arrogance, strength, not force. And when you align your words with your actions, those 5 simple words become irresistible. You're safe with me. Whispered at the right time, with the right energy, they can do more than any pickup line ever could. They tell her that she can let go of her fear. They tell her that she can step into her femininity, her softness, her sensuality, without having to guard herself. And that is when she begins to crave you. That is when she begins to wonder how your arms would feel around her at night, how your voice would sound whispering in the dark, how your touch would feel tracing her skin. Because desire is not built on pressure. It's built on permission. And the strongest permission a woman can give comes when she feels safe enough to let you in. That's the truth most men never learn. They think women are complicated. They think seduction is about tricks or wealth or charm. But in reality, it's about one thing, creating a space where she feels safe to be herself, safe to be vulnerable, safe to give herself to you. So the next time you find yourself with a woman you desire, remember this. Don't rush. Don't force. Don't overwhelm. Instead, slow down. Look her in the eyes. Let her feel the calm in your presence. And when the moment is right, when her body is leaning in, when her energy is softening, let those words roll off your tongue like a promise. You're safe with me. And when she believes it, when she feels it in every fiber of her being, you will not need to convince her of anything. She will want you. She will invite you. She will crave you. Because safety is the ultimate seduction. Now let's go deeper. Because you might be wondering, why is safety so powerful? Why does it unlock a woman's desire in such an intense way? The answer lies in how women experience intimacy. For most men, attraction can spark instantly from the visual, from the physical. But for a woman, true attraction grows from emotional connection. She needs to feel something beyond the surface. She needs to feel like she can trust the man she's giving herself to. Because intimacy, for her, is more than an act. It's a surrender. And surrender is impossible without safety. Think about it. When a woman chooses to be with you, she is not just giving you her body. She's giving you her vulnerability, her trust, her softness. She's allowing herself to be seen in her most raw, unguarded state. That requires courage. That requires faith. And she cannot take that leap unless she feels that you will catch her. That's why safety is everything. Without it, there is no surrender. Without it, there is no intimacy. Without it, there is no true desire. When she feels safe, however, the opposite happens. Her walls crumble. Her fears dissolve. And she begins to open herself fully, not just physically, but emotionally. She laughs more easily. She touches you more naturally. She lingers in your presence because she doesn't want the moment to end. And when the opportunity arises for things to move to the bedroom, she steps into it with excitement, not hesitation. Because she knows deep down that she will be safe in your hands. This is why I say, again, if you want a woman to sleep with you, tell her this one thing and show her that you mean it. Tell her, you're safe with me, because those words are not just words, they are a promise, a declaration, an invitation. And when a woman hears them from a man she believes, her heart opens, her body follows, and her desire burns hotter than you can imagine. This is the secret most men miss. They chase, they pressure, they try to impress, but they forget that what women crave more than anything is the feeling of being safe, cherished, and desired without fear. Give her that, and she will give you herself. Not because she feels she has to, but because she wants to with every fiber of her being, cherished and desired without fear. And when you learn how to give her that, when you learn how to embody that kind of presence, you stop being just another man in her life. You become unforgettable. You become the man who makes her feel things she hasn't felt in years. You become the man she craves in the middle of the night. The man she thinks about when she's alone, the man she cannot resist because her body, her heart, and her soul all trust you. And let me tell you something that might surprise you. Safety is not weakness. Safety is strength. A man who makes a woman feel safe is not a man who is timid or passive. He is a man who is so grounded, so confident in himself that he doesn't need to prove anything. He doesn't need to brag, to dominate, to control. His presence alone commands attention. His calmness is magnetic. His steady energy wraps around her like a blanket, pulling her in closer without her even realizing it. That's the kind of man women dream about. That's the kind of man women open themselves to fully. When you create safety, you also create anticipation, because a woman's imagination is powerful. When she feels safe, she allows herself to fantasize. She starts to picture your hands on her body, your lips tracing her neck, your voice whispering promises in the dark. She begins to ache for the intimacy she knows is possible with you. And the more she feels that safety, the more those fantasies intensify until the line between thought and action disappears. She doesn't just want you, she needs you. But again, this isn't something you rush. Safety is not built in a moment. It's built in every interaction, every glance, every gesture. It's in the way you look at her without making her feel exposed, in the way you touch her without making her feel pressured, in the way you stand by her without making her feel trapped. It's subtle, but it's powerful. And when you combine subtlety with sincerity, the effect is intoxicating. Now imagine this. You're with her. Maybe the night has gone long. Maybe the chemistry has been building for hours. There's laughter. There's tension. There's electricity in the air. She wants you. You want her. But still, there's a part of her holding back, a part of her that needs one final confirmation before she lets go. And then you lean in, your eyes lock with hers, your hand brushes her cheek, and you whisper it again, "You're safe with me." Those words melt her. Her last defenses vanish. And in that moment, she knows she can surrender completely. She knows she doesn't have to overthink, doesn't have to worry, doesn't have to resist. She knows she can let her body guide her, let her desire flow freely, let the night take her wherever it wants to. Because with you, she is safe. With you, she is free. With you, she is fully alive. That is the secret. That is the power. Not manipulation, not pressure, not desperation, just safety. And the irony is when you stop chasing, when you stop trying to force it, when you focus instead on making her feel secure, that's when everything you've been chasing comes to you. That's when she leans in first. That's when she kisses you without hesitation. That's when she pulls you closer, whispers your name, and gives herself to you with passion that can't be faked. So many men spend their lives wondering why women pull away, why women ghost, why women lose interest after the first date. It's because they fail to create safety. They push too hard. They move too fast. They make it all about themselves instead of her. They don't realize that the fastest way to a woman's body is through her heart and the fastest way to her heart is to let her feel safe. And let's be clear, safety doesn't mean boring. Safety doesn't mean predictable. Safety doesn't mean you stop being exciting, adventurous, passionate. In fact, it's the opposite. When she feels safe, she allows herself to dive deeper into passion than ever before. She allows herself to explore her fantasies, to unleash her wild side, to let you see the parts of her that she hides from everyone else. Because she knows you won't judge. She knows you won't shame. She knows you'll hold her through it all. And that is the kind of intimacy most men never get to experience. So when I say tell her, you're safe with me, I don't mean just whisper it once and hope for the best. I mean live it, embody it, be it. Make her feel it in your silence, in your touch, in your presence. Let her know that with you, she can exhale, and when she does, she will inhale you. She will breathe you in like the air she's been craving. She will hold on to you because you are not just another man. You are her sanctuary. That is what separates boys from men. Boys chase pleasure. Men create safety. And the man who creates safety never has to beg for intimacy, never has to chase validation, never has to wonder if she wants him. Because her desire will pour out of her naturally. She will give herself to him freely, eagerly, passionately. And when she does, it won't just be physical. It will be emotional, spiritual, unforgettable. So let this truth sink deep. If you want a woman to sleep with you, if you want her to open herself fully, to give herself without holding back, don't try to outwit her. Don't try to impress her. Don't try to push her. Tell her the one thing that every woman longs to hear, and show her the one thing that every woman longs to feel. Tell her, you're safe with me, and mean it with every fiber of your being. Because when she feels safe, she will let you in. And when she lets you in, you will experience her in ways no other man ever has. That is the true art of intimacy. That is the real secret to seduction. And that, gentlemen, is the power of safety. So the next time you sit across from her, the next time you walk her home, the next time the moment hangs in the air and you can feel her heart racing, remember this truth. Look at her. See her. Make her feel secure. And when the moment is perfect, when her breath catches and her eyes soften, let those words flow. You're safe with me. Because those 5 words are not just a line. They are a promise. They are a doorway. They are the key to unlocking everything she has been waiting to give. And once she believes it, once she feels it, nothing will hold her back. She will come to you. She will give herself to you. She will surrender with passion that shakes the walls. And all because you gave her what she craved most, not pressure, not games, not empty charm, but the one thing her body, heart, and soul needed to hear. You're safe with me. And when she feels it, she will be yours. Not just for one night, but in a way that lingers, in a way that marks her, in a way that she will never forget. That is the truth. That is the secret. That is the power.